Hi YouTube, how are you doing? A follow-up and a second shave with the Taisoto razor that I used in the last video, link up here if I remember. There's also a giveaway in that video if you haven't watched it. So there's the Taisoto razor. I do have the specs now. So the Taisoto razor, if you haven't watched the last video, quick rundown, 3-piece razor, and it's got differing blade exposures and gaps on each side. And that is indicated by one lightning bolt just there and 3 lightning bolts just there. On the one bolt side you have a blade gap of 0.7mm and a blade exposure of 0.003. So it's relatively mild. On the 3 bolt side you have a blade gap of 0.90 and a blade exposure of 0.009. Not quite 007, 009. So again, it's not the most aggressive razor you'll ever use. But it's not aimed at that market. It's aimed at people beginning their wet shaving journey, of people who are looking for a mild razor. It ticks that box relatively well. But in the last video we had 4 or 5 days growth, so it wasn't really a fair test. So we've got 48 hours at the moment. So 3-piece razor, handle comes off, all aluminium, to aid alignment and to keep the exposures. As you can see, there's a plus and a minus on the base plate and the top cap. There we go. Means it always goes back together the right way around. So we've got a Polsilver Super Iridium on its second shave. So we've got a fairly sharp blade. There's no overhang and it fits in nicely onto the plus and the minus, which, as I say, keeps the exposures aligned with the top cap and base plate. There's the razor screwed together there. See, all aluminium. Razor blade, soap, need some soap. We're going old school, OSP, the obsessive soap perfectionist. This is Lavender, and we're lathering up with a RazoRock 400. Just there. Good brushes, very good value for money, good not. So the brush is fully dry, got the soap here. It's had a teaspoon of water on top of it because hasn't been used for a while. Towel based soap, English, no longer available. James Riley, the maker, exited the soap market a few years ago. Yeah, this is English Lavender. Towel based soap. And a very good one. I just have a few tubs of various OSPs sitting in a drawer. Also got a tub of OSP body butter that he made as a trial. There we go, got way too much, but I'd rather have too much than too little. So I think this video will be a fairer test of the Taisoto with 2 days of growth, as opposed to trying knocking down 4 days of barbed wire. But it's marketed towards, so beginners to wet shavers with wet shaving, takes that box as well. It's all made, put together nicely. Taisoto did offer a discount code, but they haven't given it to me yet. If one does come through, I'll put it in the description below. But there is a giveaway in the previous video, so you could win one, because I have a new one still sealed in the box to give away to one of you. So hop over to that video and watch it, and you'll see what you have to do to join in the giveaway. Starting to fly off. That generally means it's hydrated enough. OSP does like a good drink of water. So if you watch the unboxing video, what were your thoughts? I declined payment for the review, so it could remain fully unbiased. Taisoto sent me a nice big PR sheet, which basically tells you it's a new razor, it's aluminium, it's mild, and it's designed for beginners. It ticks all those boxes very, very well. So again, we'll do, if you remember, because like I said in the last video, the only problem you've got, if you flick the razor around to use the other side of the edge, you get a different blade exposure. But we'll do 1 this side, 3 on this side. It's very Henson-esque. For 2 days growth, it's coping better on the one side than it did with the growth that was in the last video, that's for certain. It feels extremely safe. It almost feels like there's no blade in it, but with so little blade exposure, it is. So that's the 1 bolt done. Switch to 3. Again, you can't feel the fit. You cannot feel the blade. There is, and it still feels relatively mild on the skin. But it's a bit more efficient at mowing down the stubble. I'm going to stick with setting 3 for the rest of the shave. There is a discernible difference between the 7 and the 9, the 1 and the 3. You can still see the skin there, the stubble that's catching the soap remnants. On this side, nowhere near as bad. So plans for the weekend? Playing a bit of golf, probably watching some of the Players Championship and watching last weekend of the Six Nations. Living in the vain hope that England might actually play some rugby, because so far they've been crap. I'm not sure how it would stand if England beat France and Scotland win, but that would be decent. Alright, second pass. The pre-built angle of 30 degrees works really well. The razor doesn't stick to the skin. Little body burp there, do you hear that? Just popped out all by itself. I promise you the next video will not be with the Taisoto. We'll be using something different. I've already got an idea in my head. And sometimes the ideas are good, and other times they are horrendous. But we'll see. I'll tell you now, it's a razor you could easily use every day. Even on plate 3. That's done a really nice job. It feels an extremely safe razor to use. we're done. Face wash time. See you in a minute. Really good shave. Yeah, a lot better than the first use. There was probably a bit too much stubble there, and it was a bit too much for it, my beard. Post shave, we've got two items. We've got boots, Tea Tree Witch Hazel, and we've got Korres Aftershave Balm. So that's what we're using. I think I dissolved a bit of alum into that as well. I had an alum block that just exploded, so I took a little piece and ground it into dust, mixed it in, and then just give it a shake, and I'm fairly sure there's a little bit of alum in that as well. Alum, a little bit of alum. Korres Balm is, it's Greek, I can't remember what scent it is. Lightweight textured aftershave balm. Ginseng. Yeah, there we go. This was readily available a few years ago. Not sure it is now, but it is extremely light. It's that light, it looks like a cotton human sperm sample. Even Scott. So, quick recap. Soap and the brush. Soap was OSP Lavender. Tallow based English soap, really good. Cracking lather with a RazoRock F400, RazoRock 400. The F is the big one they use for head shave. 400, not an expensive brush, really good knot. And the razor, well, the blade was a Polsilver Super Iridium on its second use. The razor was the Taisoto Duo. It does what it's designed for. It's not a razor for everybody. If you like a lot of blade exposure and blade feel on the skin, it certainly isn't for you, because on the 1 setting or the 3 setting you don't get any blade feel whatsoever. It's aimed at beginners to wet shaving. It ticks that box very well. It's well put together, it's well made, and I would say if they designed it with this in mind, which I believe they did from what I've read, for people beginning to wet shave, they've ticked all the boxes. For those who have been wet shaving for a while, it probably isn't for you. That's for you to decide. But there we have it, the Taisoto even. There we go, some might have been saying it wrong. Taisoto. There we are. There's the blade. I'm just trying to think where I put it in. So that's it. If you've got any questions, comments or anything else, I'll say a lot better with 2 days of skin, 2 days of growth. Could easily be an everyday shaver, quite easily. You would never get any aggravation from it, in my mind. Anyhow, enough of the waffle. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.